When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously
over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, peak the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all, peak the flow.
Are you ready? Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready, strike 25.
To the light.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Hey, 59, ready.
Check 26.
Two draw quarters.
Shit.
Hey, let's go. 59.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, South.
On third down, Ryan. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. It's taken on the 25. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, it's Taylor. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch the second kick!
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike.
On second down, a run with Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Watch tight, tight is right. Watch tight, tight is right. Come on. Henry. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. 45. Mike, 45.
From the 36, Taylor steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, alert 3. Safe. Tight dog. Sweet.
This is Grant. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Shit.
On first down, here's Breida. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Taylor to throw. Flush to his right. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there's Tyrod Taylor doing what he does best. Look, he's taken a few lumps along the way, and some people haven't believed in him, but this is where he excels, outside of the pocket, making plays.
As prolific with his... And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On first down, it's Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And Thomas has it.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Space. Staying open. Mike 52, Mike 52. Come on. Undercrush.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Mike 52 right here. You got nothing today. You got nothing. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 39.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now it's Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Taylor. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's get it. Mike's 54.
3rd and 2. Now Taylor. And it's complete. Hooper. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll try to run with Breida. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Breida with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They go play action now. Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
You better be afraid of me. You better shut up.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An 8-yard return there. After a punt of 47. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Pass.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 57. Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Taylor. He's going to fire one deep left side, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Strip that ball. Safety's creeping. Check, check. Lucky.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check nine. He's coming. We got double up. 39. 80 weapon.
Play action. It's Ryan. Forced out to his left. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. An update from a game going on over in Tampa. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Gurley works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Sheldon Rankins on the stop. A gain of 4. And it's third.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
We want it. Come to my world. Hey, check my coat. Check my 45.
It's gonna go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
3rd and 3.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's got a first down past the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Now Taylor on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up. 57's the mic. Mike 57.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. To throw on 2nd and 10. Taylor. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now it's Taylor. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Here's Taylor to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold it.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Rashad Perriman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run with Breida. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Brings up third down.
Play action, now Taylor. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Brashad Perriman, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point. They're all through now in that game in Tampa. And that one belonging to the Buccaneers. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. One last shot for Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.